Hello and welcome everybody to this video. This is not a GT history video, it is a special episode on this channel. As I've mentioned in my last video on GT history on the topic amateurs, the most infamous hack in Growtopia, if you haven't watched it then go ahead and watch it, you can click it. He sent me screenshots of hidden developer worlds, and I told you that next video is about them, and that's exactly what this video is about. We are discovering the hidden developer worlds today, and I even found out the names of the worlds. So watch this video to the end if you want to know more. Also, if you like my videos and want to see more exclusive content, you can also subscribe to my channel. I recently checked the analytics and I found out that only 5% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed to the channel. So I would really appreciate it if you subscribed and shared the videos with somebody else. Okay, let's get into the video now. So how did I find out the word names? Well, it's thanks to you guys. Because in my last video in the comment section below, there was a comment by Dion Rico YouTube, and he just told me the word name. I don't know how he got it, but it was just the right word name. And so, thanks to Troller, I managed to find out a ton of dev words. Also, I talked a bit with amateurs again, and we managed to find another suspicious world, which isn't owned actually by a developer, but it seems like those are incognito accounts of developers. So let's take a look at them. Okay, so just for your information first, some of the worlds are nuked. So the first ones I'm going to show you are all nuked and you can't go there. That doesn't mean that mods don't go there, it just means that you can't. But I got the screenshots from the website, the render website, where you just replace your own word name with the word name you see here, and then you can take a look at it yourself. Also, you can find all the images in the comments. I'm gonna post a link to them. And so yeah, let's take a look at the first one. Here we go. World name, as you can see, is the Mad Queens. Weird name, kind of Game of Thrones probably. And you can see who's accessed here as 2 developers and Flintsky. And the question is who Flintsky is, but I'm gonna take a look at it later. So we got some weird stuff here, like 4 mag plants just chilling there, and a lot of mannequins with random items really. And those items aren't even cheap, they're pretty expensive, but I guess they can just spawn then as they like. Also here's some weird tester or some testing machine for Ottoman glitches probably. Yeah, it just looks like a mess. If you can find some items maybe that haven't been found yet, you can take a look here, but to be honest, I haven't really seen all the items. So as you can see, there's a ton of Winterfest calendars. I don't know what they did with them, probably for the whole Ubisoft team. I have no clue. Let's keep going. Wow, this part really here. The removed item here, I don't know how many blue gem locks it's worth, but it's worth a lot. I mean, they don't care about blue gem locks, but still it's very interesting to see that. And yeah, so I don't know what they're doing there, to be honest. It's just like a random fun world or some word for testing, but we got a lot more. So let's go to the next one. So this one is really interesting. I could not find out the whole name, but I guess it's just the Mad Queens with another letter. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. I couldn't find out the word of this one. Also, I upscaled it a bit, so it's a bit better to see the items. Probably it's just another Mad Queens world, but I couldn't find out the last combination there. Who has access to it? Let's take a look. Quad Dev is really interesting because amateurs told me that he couldn't even play the game like a normal person, and I don't know what his job is. Also here No Face is also access to the world. Here we see some caged diamond dragon and some other expensive caged items. And it looks like they're a big fan of YouTube, but probably that's also just for testing. There are so many mannequins, man. So many items. Like, what would you do if you were accessed to that world? Also, very interesting here, amateurs told me about this part here. It's a vending machine. He got a screenshot from back then. It just sold this really expensive item for 1 world log each, so that's interesting. Let's keep going, let's keep scrolling. Wow, 1000 I had. And so many eggs. Really, what are they doing? What are they planning there? They got some evil plan or what? Wow, that's a really nice collection. I mean, the world is built out of dirt, but what they got on the mannequins is really, really expensive. Let's see what else we can find. Some jungle blocks. I don't know what they do with them. Wow, that's a very nice block they got there. Fan of their own channel, I guess. Oh, it's confirmed. UbiDev and the developers are dirt and lava farmers. That's how they got so rich and got all the items. Okay, this is really cool. But I guess let's take a look at the next one. You can also take a look, as I mentioned before, on the screenshots by yourself. Okay, this may not seem so interesting, but this is actually the render of the world, the Mad Queen. And you can find it online too. I don't know what happened there. It seems to be bugged, and it looks like that because there has been an error and a unreleased item or some item that doesn't actually exist being rendered there. This one is really interesting. It may not seem as cool as the other ones at first sight, but here you see a very nice collection. It's a signal gem so that nobody could find it. And here we got some world locks and diamond locks dropped. And also I got another screenshot from back when the world wasn't nuked yet. Amateur's friend actually went there and he got some nice screenshots. So the first one, it just shows what the sign here actually says. It basically says locks collected from fraud, and you can see there's some really nice locks dropped there. That's where they actually put all the locks that they got from scammers or from people that duplicated stuff that dropped them there. By the way, the word name of that one is the Mad Queens with double Z. And on we go to the Mad Queens 2. Wow, that looks really cool. WebDev1 owns this one, and he actually broke some bedrock down there just for fun. And yeah, he got a nice collection of wands there and some Rayman fists and some nice emerald locks. That's really cool. What is that? Is that a new item or what? He's also got a shop, so go there if you need cheap items. The Mad Queens 2. Wow, some stuff on the side here. Yeah, some dirt farming again, as we know already. And also, what's that? There's just a flaming aura sitting there without a mannequin. That looks weird too. Then he got some vending machines to test something, I guess. An empty block here. What's that? And a red door. Red-white door without bedrock, I guess. Yeah, some other stuff here. Okay, and now actually to the worlds that you can still go to. They are still not nuked, and I got this screenshot from Amateurs too. It's called the Mad Queens 3. And you can actually go there. It's owned by NoFace, the moderator. And as you can see, there's some interesting stuff on the side. So this is from the left side. Here we can see some more caged pets. And on the right side, we can see some more items that are coming from the Winterfest calendar. That's also really interesting. You can still go there, but you can't zoom out that much. You're just gonna see the world right here. So the other worlds, like the Mad Queens 4 until 10, they are all just some blasted worlds without anything, as you can see on the screenshot. And they're all owned by QuadDev1. Here you can see him. He looks pretty cool on the screenshot here. But there's not much to see, to be honest. Like, they look pretty cool, but it's just a standard world, mostly with a signal jammer so that nobody will find them. So you can check them out yourself, but there's not much to see. It's just a standard blasted world owned by a developer. But I found something even more interesting. Amateurs actually sent me a render of another world that's maybe a developer world, because it looks really, really suspicious. This world, it's called Hello World with a number, and it's not even owned by a developer. It's owned by 2 random people. It looks really suspicious. So GenieYT is actually related to a developer, he told me, and Little Panster is pretty much unknown, but Little Panster actually has a world and a Winterfest calendar of 2020, so it's on the screen right now, you can see it. So maybe somebody can try to message Little Panster and ask him about why he's actually accessed in the world here, because it's really suspicious. There is first of all a signal jammer that's turned on. That's always a sign that you want to keep your world secret. And there's tons of weather machines. And as you can see, just 3 mag plants and some Winterfest calendars, everything that we saw in the developer worlds, with some weird machines up here, Winterfest calendars, and some pinballs, probably just to make the world seem normal, but in reality it's here, as you can see, another test for some Autobahn glitches. And yeah, so this is really suspicious. Maybe you can find out more about those people. At least Little Panster has some worlds. You can go to the world called Little Panster and do some more research. But I also found some more interesting info about some people who were accessed actually at the developer world. So I also discovered some more information on Flintsky, who you can see on the screenshot right here. So if you go to the world Flintsky, or you go to the render of the world, more importantly, you can see that the world is actually owned by Flintbow and Jackbow is accessed to it. So it's safe to assume that it's actually Jackbow who's accessed on the developer world. But what's more important is, why are these 3 people accessed on the world called Flintsky? You can try to do some more research yourself. I'm gonna do that too. Also very interesting. Here we can see there's a signal jammer, so they don't want anybody to go there really. Feel free to do some research, and if you find out more stuff, message me on Instagram or post it on my Discord server. I would really appreciate it. So that's very interesting, and there are many questions to be solved. As I've mentioned at the beginning of the video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel, because actually only 5% of the people who watch my video are subscribed. And if you liked the video, like it. If you loved it, subscribe and share. That's it. Thanks everybody. Peace out.